Hello and welcome back to After the End. There have been suggestions in the comments for why our administrative succession might not be working, and they do actually ring a slight bell with me. I'm not sure if this was the problem we had previously when we played administrative, but it definitely is something similar. So, people's suggestion was that our player heir has not changed because the person we're trying to make our heir is feudal and they are not High Republic. Okay, that's a fair guess, right? Maybe there's issues when you're trying to convert administrative to feudal, and the way around it was just basically to say, you can't do that. So, let's figure out how we're gonna do it. Let's go in here, and we'll have a look at Ryan. Now, Ryan here is not a particularly impressive person, but he has one major advantage over everyone else. He is High Republican. So, what we're going to do is we're going to cast our vote for Ryan. Now, I want to see what happens. So we're going to unpause. Kind of hoping the rest of the people back us on Ryan. Let's see, how are people feeling about Ryan? They're not really feeling Ryan. Okay. Why aren't you voting for Ryan? Let's see, who do we want? I want Delegate Jeffrey to vote for Ryan. Delegate Jeffrey. Jeffrey, you're not voting for Ryan. Why not? He's a vile heretic. Oh, okay, but so is she. You dislike forgiving, honest, and just. Wow. You just kind of like hate him because he's a good person. Okay. Wait, there's so many more people voting for Ryan. We got Hannibal, Ali, and Hortense. We got 3 people voting. Yeah, so we still got more people who should be voting for Ryan. Like, Lewis isn't voting for him right now, but Lewis should be voting for him. So let's just wait a little bit. Let's wait another month. Let's see. Right, how are people feeling about Ryan now? They're still not voting for Ryan, despite it saying I'm voting for Ryan. Okay, we're going to continue unpausing. Let's see if it fixes the issue. Okay, election's coming up. Lines about legacy, I'm not really interested. All I'm interested in is... Aha! Ryan is now our player heir. Aha! So that will work. That's cool. Okay, so the issue is that she was feudal. Okay. Now I'm going to reload, which is why I wasn't really worried about what events were going to pop up. So, let's go back to this now. Now we can pick our heir with that knowledge in mind. So the issue is that they're feudal. So as long as we pick somebody who isn't feudal, they will be our player heir, and that'll fix all of our other issues with succession. So, who are our options? Because we only have like a few options. So, yeah, we only have 9 options. So let's start here. Let's go by, have we got age? You can't do age. Okay. So, we have Major Hortense, who was our heir. In order to make her our heir, we would have to take her title. We don't want to do that. In fact, it's not even worth it anyway, because she's older than we are, so she's more likely to die before we will. I mean, just statistically, probably. Ryan would be okay as our heir. He isn't actually a bad choice. His stewardship kind of sucks, but he's okay. His intrigue also sucks, but that's because we have honest and just being, like, passed throughout our family. We could, in theory, fix that by changing you from... Where are we? Which one is it? Ah, yeah, changing you from install virtue into something else, like maybe encourage competition. Yeah, let's switch you to encourage competition. That'll probably stop that going quite as badly as it's been going. Right. We have Lewis, who is also our nephew. So these are Hortense's children. Okay, so that's Lewis and Ryan. So Hortense's children. We have Mike, Theodore. They're both too young. Ali is not of our family, so we don't want him. Seamus is not of our family. Neither is Augustus. And neither is Jeffrey. Okay. So... we're probably going to look at Lewis then, out of these options. Although we would assume that Lewis will break the moment that Hortense like dies, because it will then pass down. Well, actually, he might stay as High Republic because none of these are a higher level title than his. Yeah, it might actually stay. Okay, so I'm gonna go with Lewis. That's my vote. Let's see how this goes. Okay. Right. Now we've done that. Anything else? I want a caravan master sorted by aptitude. Let's go with, I guess, you. That's fine. Anything else? I don't need an antiquarian because we don't have that many things. I think the rest of this is okay. Right. Clear this out. That'll fix our succession, so we don't need to worry about that anymore. We need about 800 to go to university. So I think we kind of chill till we have money, basically, or we keep building and we just continually build Manhattan up. Like, I mean, I could just upgrade our blacksmiths again. We're no longer getting the discount, or at least not as much of the discount because we've already used our 3 discounts. But we could, in theory, just continue upgrading. But I want to get enough to go to university. So let's chill a second or two. We could also go to war. So as we do have 500 troops, New England isn't at war right now, but the moment they go to war, we could look at someone like Dietrich here and maybe try and take some land off of them. Who are they allied to? So they're allied to a vassal of New England, another vassal of New England, their own vassal, and their own vassal. And then one more. And to whoever you are. No, I want your title. Yeah, okay. So, and another, well, actually just another person who's off to the side there. If he dies, that would actually be great for us because then you're going to be the heir and you are not going to have this many alliances. You'll be allied to this person of Hudsonia, but you only have 650 troops. So we could, in theory, take a chunk out of them at some point. Okay. Anyway, chill. So we are effectively doing what we did just then in the one before we reloaded, which is just unpausing and waiting for money to come in. But now we're doing it with a purpose. We can imprison our vassal. Okay, what have you been doing? You're scheming against me. Well, that seems good. You got any money? Yes. Alright, I'm going to imprison you. 5% chance of imprisoning her. Why is it so low? Because her intrigue is so much higher than ours. Basically. It would go up by an extra 30% if we gave her a gift, but that kind of takes away the point. 5% is such a low chance, unfortunately. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, well, it's worth a try. It's basically a 1 in 20 chance that we got her, and we didn't, so there you go. Election is in a year's time. That's perfectly okay. Cool. We could always go on some other kind of activity if we can find something that's cheap. The problem is nothing's really that cheap right now, so we're kind of in a weird spot. Okay. So I can let everyone know that Melanie Blackwine is part of a murder plot? Sure, why not? Okay. Boss Donald of Saginaw is seeking to kill my wet nurse. Oh. Why? Well, who is my... Is my wet nurse just some random? Oh no, they are part of a family, like a larger family, so there is a chance that they're... oh yes, and she is the mother of some of my nephews, some of the bastards, so... Yeah, okay. There is a chance that she has annoyed someone. I've lost my personal physician. Okay, sort by aptitude. Oh, he's actually gone this time. Ah. What happened to you? Why can you not be my personal physician? I actually can't tell why you can't be our personal physician. Yeah. Grant court position? Yeah, for some reason you're just ineligible. Let's have a look here. Let's try and figure this out. They are not imprisoned. They are not at war with you. They are not... Ah, he's landed now. Ah, okay then. So because now he's landed, yeah, he can't be our personal physician. He was appointed by who? By us? Did we appoint him? We didn't appoint him. Somebody appointed him to this land, but it wasn't us. Appointed, appointed, appointed. Oh, but this might be because this is under... It's probably under some kind of... no, because it's under the High Republican appointment succession. So it wasn't appointed, but it's appointment succession, which is a mod thing. Okay. And he just had the highest score. I think that's right, unless that's not a mod thing. Anyway. Essentially, it all checks out. Right, so we're going to have to recruit for a new one. Let's see what we've got. Otherwise, we can go for average. Let's see. Ursula is good, good, terrible. Okay, so... well, I guess I just go for whether... I go for Ursula or Carmine, whichever one is younger. They're both pretty young, actually. We're going to go for Carmen, because she is a little bit younger. Sure. Seems good to me. You want me to go to Major Pavel's funeral? Alright. I'll go to Major Pavel's funeral. Why not? Sounds good to me. Okay. Nope, you're not getting a hook on me. In fact, I'm going to get some money off of you for coming to your farm. Wonderful. Oh yeah, it has also been suggested, and I mean I should do this because it is bugging me. It's been suggested I go in here and I just turn off the tutorials and then remember to turn them back on. I should do that. It's suggestions, right? Yeah, turn off suggestions. Is it reactive advice? I think it's both of these I want to turn off. There we are. Right, that's fine. We are now arriving at the funeral. Okay, what are we going to say about this person? Let's say a silent prayer. Libations. Let's gain some legitimacy off of that. We will then lower our stress. Oh, we've discovered battlements. What are battlements? Battlements. They're in here. There we go. Unlocks all Silver Age fortification buildings and lowers your men-at-arm maintenance by 5%. It's not bad. Okay. Okay. Oh wait, this is a funeral for my father? I actually I hadn't even clicked that somebody else is holding a funeral for my father. It's a little odd. So Pavel of Suffolk is holding a funeral for our father, which just so happens to be his grandfather. Oh, I hadn't realized that. I will speak of his virtues. Should have probably been paying more attention to the funeral. Maple syrup for sale. Oh, I'll buy your maple syrup, sure. You know, I think I know some people who might want to buy it. Do you want to, buy some maple syrup? Yes. They'll buy everything off of us. Like maple syrup? Sure, I'll have that as well. The grief of the acquaintance. Washington can be cruel indeed. Why does the wind still yet blow? Why does the sea continue to push to the shore? Why does my body ache for food and thirst for water? The end of days is upon us. My acquaintance is dead. Okay. I'll nod. Hey, we're selling our maple syrup. Wonderful. So, that now means that we are making even more money from that. So if I go and check maple syrup, see, it's 0.5 to bring it in, and it's 1.25 on the way out. Huge. Presidential election. Who are we going to vote for? Oh, apparently I can't vote for me. Ooh. Well, I don't know. We vote for Colonel Abel II, Major Merle of Irath, or Lizette of the Texaner Exiles. I'm gonna vote for Major Merle of Irath. Yeah, I'm gonna vote for him. Definitely. Why? Just like a general vibe, I guess. Mortal Youth. My niece Yanina does not weep openly, but does not seem unmoved like many other children present. Senator Hannibal of New Jersey. What happened to Thaddeus? Why is everyone sad? He's in the land of the free now. That's what the afterlife is called, the land of the free. That's terrifying. Okay. I'm not going to destroy an artifact for him. Election over. 1 vote for Abel, 183 votes for Merle. Everyone else voted for Lizette of Pradestenschaft. Ah. Good. Excellent. Well done, everybody. I'm going to gain the piety here. My level of devotion has gone up to the next level, so we get some more same faith opinion. Nice. And the funeral is over. Wonderful. Right. And we've arrived back. And it's got some more Wanderer trait experience, which is definitely good. We're almost at level 2. And we get a new Marshal perk. I'm going to grab Never Back Down here. Should be good. What's this? Hold court. University visit. Let's hold court. Shadow in the night. People are digging up dead bodies. I'm going to tell them to stop. Crop sharing system is generally the best to get you development growth and popular opinion, so let's do that. Claim to war. O the munificent Senator Hannibal, I am Silas, and I've travelled far to ask for your aid in righting a great injustice. My wife, High Chiefess Helena, currently sits on the throne of Cape Cod, but I am the true and rightful ruler of these lands. If you aid me in pressing my claim, I shall swear fealty to you and serve you loyally until the end of my days. So, 1, he wants us to declare a war against his wife, but 2, who actually owns Cape Cod? It's owned by her directly. Alright. Alright. And you're the person who's asked me to press the claim. Yeah, okay, I'm in. Yeah, I will press your claim. Like, pretty much immediately. Yeah, I'm good to go. My business here is done. Your husband asked me to press his claims on your titles. Just confirm that he will become my vassal. Yes. Wonderful. Declare war. Then I'm going to come down here. And we're going to raise some troops. How much to get on the boats? 50. I'll take the hit. Do we want to lead? Yeah, we want to lead. Let's go. Right. Hey, we're still in charge. Wonderful. Head up here. Do we just land on them? Does it think we'll win? Yeah. Alright, let's go. We have now defeated their army. They don't get to retreat because there is nowhere to retreat to. Let's leave enough to siege. Actually, you know what? Looking at that mount, let's merge. Let's actually split in half, and let's send the other half over there. Let's go. Pay a little bit to get on the boats here, but that's okay. It's a small price to pay to stop them from being able to reinforce their armies. We now have a 100% war score due to having captured the war leader. But just before we do anything else, just check if there's anyone I can ransom for money, which there isn't, so I will now enforce our demands. Although I could also just siege these down. Sieging them down does have the opportunity for us to earn more money. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to ransom her back for 42 gold, and then I'm going to siege these things down. I'm going to recruit this guy. He's good at intrigue. I'm not going to recruit you. I'm going to gain a hook on you. Cool. Let's go. Right. Seems good to me. We click this one. It's good. It just gives us some general bonuses that don't matter in this actual, like in this war, but that's okay. Now we just sit here. Oh, I captured a valuable prisoner again? Crazy. There are a few diseases over here. Can I get any more money off of you? Get another 5 gold. I'll take my 5 gold. You? You get a hook. Melville McCoy. I'll gain a hook. I don't think you're going to survive long enough for us to recruit you. Right. I'm still at 100% war score even after that. Yeah, I want to finish the siege though, so I can get more money. Hey, we have a son. Our son's name is going to be Larry. Fantastic. Master of the Hunt is dead. He died of... And Court Groundhog Keeper. She died of old age. Okay, well. New Court Groundhog Keeper is going to be Karen. Fantastic. New, where are we? Master of the Hunt. Be Augustus. Sure. And we've got our 3 gold from the siege. That was not worth it, but if we captured somebody, it might have been. Right, and then we enforce our demands. Disband our army. This land is now held by High Chieftain Silas. Wonderful. And he is now directly my vassal. I'm missing a steward. New steward's going to be... Have a better spy master? I have equal spy masters-ish. That's okay. So I'm going to make you my steward, and then I'm going to make you my spy master. I was thinking about you, actually. No, I'm going to make you my spy master. There we go. I'm not going to found a holy order, although I have enough money for it now, is all it was saying. That doesn't look like that's reaching our capital. Yeah, there's not even a chance of that reaching our capital, so that's fine. Oh, we're still in charge. That's been 5 more years? That event just triggered twice, huh? Interesting. I had the feeling that events are triggering slightly quicker than they should. Okay. Interesting, because we had 2 of those in a row. We're not 40, are we? No, we're 32. So yeah, no, that shouldn't have triggered again, because we were 30 at the start of the episode. Anyway, you want a salary increase? No. Do I look like I'm made of money? Right. Carrying on. We will now continue to earn as much money as we can. I can get daylight here, which is even more monthly prestige, even more stress, or I can go back into dusk. Let's get even more prestige per month. Let's do it. Courtier has come of age. He is kind of okay at intrigue-ish. Cool. We're almost at our 800 gold that we need to go to university. Garfield died in his sleep. We now have Colonel Ellis, who's going to come and say hello to us, give us some extra renown and court grandeur. Sugarcane for sale. Nah, it's too expensive for me. I need a new chancellor. That's going to be Hortense, my sister. Wonderful. I just realized I'm increasing control in Philly. That's not one of my holdings anymore, so actually I could probably just switch you on to doing this. Yeah. I'm not really that worried about Philly's control. Right. That's fine. Getting up there in terms of money. Commanders are improving. Now we have the guy on the improved commanders task. Let's grab household guards. This now should mean that we have a ton of available options in terms of our veterans. We should have successors for everything, in theory. Didn't mean to wipe them off the successor list. Seek a worthy successor for that one. Wonderful. Mike Theovelt can be Prince of Fashion. That's okay. Right, so we're getting there. We're about 100 gold off, which is not going to be too long. That's okay. They're gaining some extra traits. She is a woman now. It's been a good while since I saw my old heartthrob, Carmela. Okay. Then I see her enter my court, looking as resplendent as ever, a vision of the land of the free if ever there was one. I feel my heart begin to race and my palms sweat, just as they did when I was but a boy. It's hard to believe that she is the same girl I would fawn over in my youth. Harder still to believe that my feelings are unchanged. Perhaps I ought to finally make my feelings known. Sure, why not? I was scorned. Alas. Okay. Surety of supply. Part of commanding an army means making sure my soldiers have plenty of food, drink, and camp gear for long campaigns. To this end, I should come up with a plan for ensuring my soldiers always have the supplies they need in the field. And spend money on it? Oh, don't know if that's what I want to do. And try for the merchants? Let's try for the merchants. Dependable network. Hey, I got it. And I can skim a little off the top as well. Yeah, there's our money, and now we can go to university. Wonderful. I want to go to Boston, Chapel Hill, or Washington. I want to go here. There's no disease over here. The other reason I want to go over here is because there are other places I can go over here to get, like, experience, so that seems good. Hire some mercenary guards. And what's danger here? Forests. There we go. I'm going to pay for max there. Wow, I actually don't have enough. Why not? I don't know. It must be that something's costing more than it was a second, like when we last looked at it. Previously, I only wanted to go to Boston, so let's have a look. How bad is it here? No, it's still 1,000 in Boston. Alright, well, I just gotta wait a little bit then. You converted to Old Catholic Union? This random person of New England just before they die? Wait, that's a new person in charge of New England. No, it's not. Wait a second. That's their child. Oh. For a second there, I was like, oh, new person in charge of New England. But no. Right. New person can be Liberty. Also, I should probably make it so that they are... Let's clear them for a second here. They're forced to be a veteran. There we go. Right. Save up a little bit more money. Our wife is pregnant. Okay, court grandeur dropped, but that's not the end of the world. We still have our veterans here, which will be fine. I'm gonna wait one more. I've lost my caravan master. Range betrothal. Samuel Kopich and my niece Yanina. Am I fine with my niece marrying this person? Doesn't get us an alliance, but I guess I'm fine with it. Yeah? There we go. Caravan master. That's gonna be you, because I'm after, like, I'm after travel safety. Let's go with that. Right. Here, university. Now there's a disease there. Okay, so now I kind of want to go over here on university, but we've already been to a bunch of the ones over here. There's still a few places I can visit though, which is fine. Let's go for mercenary guards, and actually that might be enough. There we go. Max there. Okay. On the way back, I want to go to there. Back to this one. And then I want to go to Cambridge and then back. 20% danger from wetlands. Can I put in wetlands person? Just the wetlands person. The forder? There we go. Wonderful. We have just enough money to make this happen. Let's go. Right. And we're off. A duel demanded. I have no idea. Nippus of Bergen and I bested dozens of men in combat, and honestly all those fights were dull, so here I am on this road looking for someone better than me, someone I can learn from. If you can best me in combat, I will become a valuable and loyal servant, and so on this day I demand to meet one of you in a fair fight. You can trample him, I can try and beat him, or he will show you what's done. I will defeat him. I won the fight and he has joined our group. Nice. Okay. Do I want to get Gardener? Yeah, I suppose so. I got down to earth for 10 years, which is a health boost. Cool. We've lost our personal champion. Personal champion is now going to be that guy who we just beat. Right. Foreign treat. Not the first time I catch my caravan leader, Julian, fiddling around with some flowers he's been picking along the road. Sometimes I swear I'd even hear him singing, overlooking Wilmington's holdings. My liege, is not a secret that my heart has found a new home far from home. Alas, my soul aches for Ganelle. My desire knows no end, her eyes, her hair. I long for just a salute. I die for a word. Please, I beg you, let me stay with her. She can join us. That's fine. No issue with that. Right. All the way down here. Knight Errant. I'm going to completely ignore this event as it fires way too often. But basically, yes, we don't want a blue artifact that does next to nothing, so we will instead just recruit them. Right. And now we're at university. Okay. Fingers crossed for good events. Attention students, our benefactor Lady Duke Loretta has deigned us a visit. She's the ruler of these lands. Be on your best behaviour. Ah, you're debating the development of trade routes. I'm quite fond of that subject myself. I hope your studies are going well, the Lady Duke says while rearranging her dress. The Lady Duke has the power to assign special privileges to students such as myself. Perhaps I should take this opportunity to speak up. I can, and because my rank is higher, that would do something. Or I can say you're most sensible. Yeah, I'm going to take the chance to improve our standing here. We have a daughter named Astoria. Sure, let's go with that. Ooh, a debate. 95% chance we win and don't get stressed. Let's go. Hey, it worked. Now at level 1, which is not where we want to be, but we're at least there. I will allow our university visit to be much more successful. Nice. Shadow of Fame, Zenith. Today I woke up with a crushing thought. Despite years of effort, my life's achievement still paled in comparison to my father, Senator Thaddeus. I pushed myself, yet I'm still unable to escape the long shadow of his fame. Is this a curse that every father brings upon their children? Are we all born into a futile race against the giants of the past? Oh, is this because I didn't get my prestige up quickly enough or something like that? Okay, I took a stress hit. Luckily, I have a confider, so I can just ignore that. Cool. Right. I'm going to choose whichever one of these gets us the most success. Now that's a 47% chance of massively. Do I want friendship with Silas or Parker? I don't think it matters. I'm just going to choose Silas. There we go. Martial perk available. Let's grab ourselves serve. Wait, yeah, I want to do serve the crown and then go down here to get to absolute control. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Back in here. I need some good events here. 57% chance of much more successful, or I get slightly more guaranteed. Slightly more guaranteed gets us the perk point. Oh, that gets us closer to level 3. I'm going to take the roll on the assumption that I will at some point get enough to get me to 2 anyway. Hey, I learned his language. What language did we learn? Tidewater Southern. Oh, okay. Cool. Okay. Gained a level of influence, apparently. Cool. It's nice. So we're now persuasive, which increases our political scheme success chance. I'm going to choose this one. Hopefully we don't get the 35%. And we get massively more, which gets us up to level 2. I got much more. So we only end up with a level 3. But I did get Exalted Warlord, which is even more martial, stewardship, army movement speed, army siege weapon effectiveness, martial lifestyle, and stewardship lifestyle, which is huge. Yeah, it's actually huge for us. Knowledge is power, and I got 2 perks, which I guess actually technically means I did reach level 3. But anyway, cool. So we now get 2 perks. I'm going to grab strict organization and hard rule, with the assumption being that next I will get soldiers of lesser fortune, which will make mercenaries really cheap for us, because we already have 15% off mercenaries. Cool. That seems pretty good. Yeah, Exalted Warlord makes our stats look even better. It's actually crazy good. Okay. Merchants Guild. I gain 1 gold. They gain a trade hall's building. I gain 45 gold, but I will gain stress, or I can get some extra percent cultural acceptance. Let's gain 1 gold. Nice. A snap twig. The warm breeze caresses my neck as I wander around the orchards of Norfolk. The trees stretch gently towards the sky, coloured by a mixture of new shoots and fruits taking shape. Suddenly a high-pitched shriek pierces the air. I quicken my step only to find a peasant child below a tree in shambles and sobbing violently. It would seem as if he made an attempt at climbing the tree before slipping and falling to the ground. One of the bone pipes are protruding at a strange angle. Can soothe the child? This gives me general opinion, but I lose some dread. I don't think I have any dread, really. No, I have no dread, so I'll take the hit on dread. I have 1 dread, which would have gone down to 0, so I think our dread... actually, yeah, I don't even know if dread can go to 0 looking at that. But yeah, natural dread is... Oh, it was only 10% to monthly change anyway, so... it wasn't 10, it was 10%. Oh, so it doesn't matter at all. Intrigue lifestyle perk. I think it said there, didn't it? Wait, did I misread something? I did misread, so I must have got intrigue experience and that popped up at the same time. Okay. Anyway. We have now arrived. Oh, great. I get Wanderer experience, which will put us to level 2, which gets us all of these extra little bonuses, which is great. They're actually pretty big bonuses. And then we can go inside again. Nice, my regency ended. It's all good. President is taken a prisoner, or was taken prisoner. By who? By Augustus of the Dandridge family, after he won the Battle of Bethesda. Oh, what's your war? Expansion into the county of Washington. So I believe he is taking the presidency land. Let's see, county of Washington? Yes, he is taking the only land which belongs to the presidency. Oh, well, that's not good. So the president is now landless. Okay, it's not ideal. Right, what's this? Oh yeah, I have a new book. That's what this is. The Metaphysical increases monthly learning lifestyle experience. That's pretty good. I'd say it's probably better than the one that gives us exclusively diplomacy lifestyle experience, given that we're not in the diplomacy lifestyle, so yeah, let's do that. So how quick is this perk now? Like every 16 months I get a perk. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Okay. So we're kind of set up now to maybe attack a few people and do some serious expansion. The only problem is there's nowhere to expand to, because these are our ally. I guess Delaware Valley, maybe? Yeah, probably the Delaware Valley is going to be our expansion place, but yeah, there isn't a lot of expansion elsewhere for us. Although we do now hold this land up here. This is now part of our land. So we could start looking at, say, Ivy Land and see whether we can take some of that. Although they have consumption. Or tuberculosis. But yeah, we could see if we can take some land off of them. Do we have any more troops we can get? I suppose we should get more siege units as well, because we've now increased their effectiveness. Yeah, how much do they cost? They only cost 60. So yeah, let's try and increase that to full and then we'll go to war. Cool. Well, I'm going to end the episode there. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.